software engineer. He heads the marketing committee of UEF. His team and he are the reason behind the marketing success of UEF Trade Summit 2025. So for that, can we have a big round of applauses? Because to market and to bring it into such a big level is just not easy. எல்லாருமே சேர்ந்து அவருக்காக கை தட்டலாம். கை தட்டலாம்ல? Yes. You guys are not sleepy, right? Okay. So what people don't know is that he's an adrenaline junkie, happy jumping off planes, cliffs, from both boat and yacht, or a moonwalk on a stage without practice after 30 years. This adventurous streak helps him to take calculate risks at work. I just want to ask you, can you raise your hands for people who haven't been in yesterday's session of Fahim sir? So all of you are new, is it? Super. So you're going to watch an interesting session of what he can do right now. Sir, Fahim sir, please come onto the stage. A big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, for Mr. Fahim. Fahim sir, it will be really nice if we start off with your moonwalk, right?
Maybe.
To make it more interesting, I think that's the best way we can do. Can we have a music, please?
No, not just hold on one second, Dipti.
Yeah.
When we have a full house, maybe I will do my moonwalk.
Sir, it's a request. Sir, we people are doing whatever you say.
At the
Why
end.
is not that you do something what we say? Right, ladies and gentlemen? Please give it up for Fahim Ahmed. And here we have a lovely music for the Michael Jackson of UEF. Super. Ladies and gentlemen, over to Fahim. Woo! One more from that side, sir. One more from that side.
Thank you.
Okay.
Sorry, in the interest of time, and
Thank
also
you, sir.
I get paid about $10,000 every time I do that. Thank you. So, ladies and gentlemen, really, absolutely, thank you so much for respecting this panel. I really appreciate each one of you sacrificing your lunch. Yeah? And trust me, we'll make sure that you get your lunch. All right? That's a promise. How many of you have not had lunch? Mukhtar bhai, at least 20 people. Can you call Zia bhai? Yeah? At least 25 people. We'll make sure that you have your lunch. Thank you so much. On that note, it's my absolute pleasure and honor, not just mine, the community, the countries, the US, and the United Economic Forum's honor and privilege to host the next speaker. I don't want to give a whole lot of introduction about him because we want to uncover his journey, right? And we promised each other that we'll get tough, we'll ask questions. Unlike a lot of panels, this is not prepared at all. I hate preparing, and Dr. Malik Mohammed hates it even more. So it's going to be an absolute tear down. We thought we will come up with some questions, but when I walked in here, I promised you one thing, and we'll start with that. So without much further ado, can I have you on your feet, a standing ovation and a rousing welcome to our own Dr. Malik Mohammed. Can we get started? What was the first question? Mic check.
Can you hear me? Yeah, awesome.
All right, let's get started. Dr. Malik, the first question is, there are at least 25, 30 people here who have not had lunch and it's 3 o'clock. And I told them, I'm a bit of a biohacker myself, and I kind of guess maybe it's not a bad idea for you not to have lunch at maybe 3 o'clock. So they're pretty much fasting for the last 8, 10 hours. So why is it a good idea for them not to have lunch? I hope you will agree with me, because if you disagree, half of them are going to leave this audience. So over to you, Dr. Malik.
Yeah, having been fasting for 8 more hours, fast for another 4 hours, it's good for your health.
Fantastic. It's good for your health. And why is it good for your health, Dr. Maluk?
Say, what the so-called myth of people talking about intermittent fasting, all these things are actually a true myth. People say that don't skip your breakfast, don't skip your dinner, all these are real myth. The truth is, body needs precision nutrition, in the sense of balance of macro-microbiota. And if you take your own routine, you got up in the morning, you had your coffee. Before the coffee could energize your body and get exhausted, you filled it with idli, vada, dosa, puri. So you had already overloaded it. Until it gets extincted, it becomes negative. And the negative impact is over a period of time. It's not built on a day or two, right? And it's a longer journey that you have been accumulating it. And at some point of time, it starts to show up. And that's the reason I keep repeatedly telling, right? When someone says that I do a master health checkup and my blood report is completely perfect as per the range, I said, don't get cheated, right? Allah's creation is so beautiful that it has a capability and resilience to handle as much as possible. It shows up when substantial amount of damage has happened. Don't think the damage has happened in a week's time. Some people say that, hey, I became diabetic because last 6 months I had a lot of wedding. I'd been eating a lot. It's not so, right? So, one of the best thing that I keep telling people is, if at all you want to give some goodness to your body, give 14 hours of fasting, right? And ideally I tell people, take your last meal of the day 7 p.m. and next day, take it after 9 a.m. Keep substantial amount of gap. Start to practice it. Common man can start to practice this. And this is fantastic. So you are already 8 hours fasted. Another 4 more hours can really make it fantastic.
Thank you so much for that. How many of you are convinced now? Put your hands up. Fantastic. All right. Thank you. Thank you so much for that, Dr. Maluk. I have fasted some 26 hours. There are people who fast for 3 days, 5 days, so on and so forth. I invite you to ask all kinds of questions. Interestingly, he's not a medical doctor. I've had multiple interactions over several hours, over several sessions, and with all due respect to doctors, Dr. Maluk Mohammed, who's an IIT scholar, probably knows enough and more than probably the doctors, also because of the AI technology, right?
I learned a lot on medical science. I will not say I know more than a doctor. I learned a lot on medical science. I keep writing a lot, and I strongly believe going forward, healthcare is going to be an integration of the doctors and engineers. The lens with which engineers looks at the medical science is completely different. And the way the medical fraternity look at the health is completely different. And the integration of these two is going to make a huge change, and that's what is going to happen, because now the world is literally bleeding. Literally bleeding. More than 50% of the adult population of the world are suffering with some chronic disease or the other. And it's a $1 trillion problem. Unnecessary, the hard-earned money of all of us are getting drained. We are getting into a stage of sick care. It's terrible. And being there in this industry, read so much on heading the research, I look at this, it's really scary. If I start to talk, I keep talking about this. Let's talk business.
Right. So, Twin Health is probably at about $1.5 billion.
Correction, please. It's $2.3 billion.
See. I need to meet him every week or two because the valuation keeps going up. So some of your favorite products, tech products that you use, their founders are personal investors in Twin Health. We can't reveal names, but some of your favorite products, their founders are personal investors in Twin Health, a $2.3 billion company, and its journey is very interesting. I will let Dr. Maluk Mohammed talk about how it all started in the spirit of this session, an idea to billions.
Awesome. So, team, based on the 7.5 years of experience, let me put together, right? I completely owe the growth of Twin to UEF. Twin was born in UEF 2017. And if at all you want to become or do business, it's all about matchmaking. And matchmaking doesn't happen blindly. And the problem in most of us is, right, we look at targets in mind, right? Human mind is always greedy. Can I work with Bill Gates? Can I work with Elon Musk, right? The best way to look at it is, right, be yourself. Be in yourself, be natural, and destiny will bring it together. And these are the kinds of platform which will make you get married to it. Interestingly, I think Askar should be here, who is a cousin of our president. Interestingly, he brought Dr. Jahangir Mohammed. Again, he's an Indian, way back settled the Bay Area. He is the one who invented Wi-Fi through mobile phones. The Wi-Fi that you use in your mobile phone was invented by my partner. He revolutionized the world on IoT. He was brought as a speaker to the Trade Summit 2017. That's where both of us were speakers. We got married to each other. I know that many people went behind him. Many people kept going behind him. But our president said that, hey, you should talk. And we spoke. I had a patent on antenna design. But interestingly, I was also talking on the stage about my own personal health. My son had a liver transplantation. My 8-year-old son at that point of time had a liver transplantation. And I pursued a model based on my own personal experience, led a lot of healthcare solutions. And I published on how precision treatment can make a difference in healthcare. And that's where I was there. And looks like Jahangir has sold his company to Cisco at that point of time. He wanted to do something in healthcare. And looking at the way I spoke, credibility brought us together. This platform brought us together. I owe it to the president. And it was just a germination of idea. From there, it's all passion, right? And you said, right, 25 people did not take lunch. We did not take lunch for many days. We forgot to take lunch. We hardly sleep less than for 4 hours a day, right? If at all you want to be successful in life, be passionate. If at all you want to be an entrepreneur, my son wanted to be an entrepreneur. He had started a startup. I told him, if you're not ready to sacrifice, don't get into it. Because no family, no sleep, your time is not yours. You will forget everything. That's what is it. If you want to build something revolutionary, you just need to have that passion. And 7.5 years, and in 9th year getting into IPO is never heard about. Never heard about. 27 July we are getting into IPO.
Just to share this good news, they are going to go public next year in July, and it's going to be a blockbuster IPO. Thank you so much for sharing that, Dr. Maluk. Our Director General Sajid is here, Director Mr. Sadak is here. It was such a big deal, if you recall, in 2017 to get Dr. Jahangir to come on the stage, and he was the $1.6 billion man. He was the $1.6 billion man, and UEF, probably half of you probably didn't even know that an organization like this existed, and today we have a $2.3 billion company that came out of UEF, and absolutely a big round of applause for that.
And interestingly, one of the top, I don't want to name it, which is not right. You love to know the name, but I don't want to go on record. They wanted to buy us out. They offered $7 billion.
$7 billion.
We refused it. And there's yet another CEO who spent 2.5 hours trying to convince us, offered $9 billion, we refused it. We said, we are building a legacy. We want to exist forever. And we want to be the future of health. And the future of health was germinated in UEF, right? Baked in India, taken global.
So it was an idea, and for all the young people and people regardless of age who want to start up, right? There is a moment that happens in startup, which is the hard part. You're trying to understand your product market fit. Talk to us about the product market fit of Twin Health, Dr. Maluk.
Say, Our product was fantastic. We knew that we wanted to do something in the healthcare. We came together. It is really, I need at least few hours for me to tell the story, but I'll make it short as much as possible, right? We thought about, should we put sensors on the urinals to detect? Should we put sensors on the doorways of the office to detect, right? Multiple things, and we spoke to hundreds of doctors. Eventually, every doctor said that, can you build a solution for diabetes? And they said, once someone becomes diabetic, eventually they will be obese, they'll get hypertension, they'll have fatty liver, and these diseases are said to be a lifelong progressive disease. Can you build a solution for it? And being engineers, we read the medical science. I read so much of Khan Academy content. And we read so much and we found out this interesting stuff that all these diseases were not disease at all. The actual root cause of the problem is the dysfunctional metabolism. And it's complex. And we did not have to measure the metabolism. And that was the problem statement that we were able to hold on to. And we said, any company that is going to build a solution to measure the metabolism will be the future of the world. Can we be that company? Right? We clinched on to it. And actually, we are not here to solve the problem of diabetes or hypertension also. Right? Our focus is to go solve the root cause of the problem with dysfunctional metabolism. If I come and tell you that we are here to solve the dysfunctional metabolism, no one will understand. So we need to start somewhere. We said that we are reversing diabetes. We are reversing hypertension. We help you to reverse obesity. Right? And today, the kind of data what we had seen, huge, and what we had seen, what we had proven, we are able to correct infertility.
On that note, Dr. Maluk, I'm going to just pause you there just for a second. There's another follow-on question that I have. I was having a very interesting interaction with a fellow delegate at the summit. Very interesting. She's gone to multiple doctors and she was very open. We met and in the first 5-10 minutes, she was telling me the challenges that she's having, and she's gone to multiple doctors. And I said, you know what, you should come and attend this session. So I'm going to pose this question/challenge to Dr. Maluk. So she has a PCOS, and interestingly, she also has a pancreatic growth or a cyst. So when the doctors are trying to treat this flares up. When they treat the pancreas, and that's when I kind of realized, oh my God, twin health could be the thing, but I was not too sure. So the question to you is, can twin health fix something as complicated as this?
It's a very relevant question, right? We did have a case study about it, right? One person who was working in Saudi Arabia reached out to us through Connects. He cried over the phone to me, right? He said, my dad is in the deathbed. He cannot walk. He is suffering with pancreatic cancer. And the only thing that I need to fulfill is, I want to take him to Hajj. Before he passes away, I want to make him perform the Hajj. Can we just help him to move around? And can you give us something that I'll be able to help him to perform Hajj? You will not believe, team. 9th month, they went to Hajj and he did not go in a wheelchair.
Wow.
He did not go in wheelchair. He went, and you will not believe, the stage of the cancer went back.
Wow. So a remission happened?
Exactly. But too early for me to tell whether the remission has happened. But what is the status is, things have changed. Because what do? We correct 3 complex situation in the body. Glucotoxicity, lipotoxicity, and inflammation. The root cause of everything. There are 2 pathways in human body, which is metabolic pathway and endocrine pathway. We are attacking the metabolic pathway. Once you attack the metabolic pathway, the endocrine pathway gets regulated. We are literally correcting the body at the base root level, right? And things changes. And that is the reason why people who had gone to IVF, so many stories are there. People cry, right? We had gone to IVF, we tried so much times. One of the top ranked IAS officer, highly influential, he reports to the Prime Minister of the country. He joined a program for reversal of diabetes and hypertension. He reversed it. And he compelled me saying that you should come home. He was in Delhi. I said, I don't have time. He said, by what time is your flight? I said, 9:30. My house is Vasant Vihar. You just come and have coffee. Destiny, I went there. He introduced his family and he said, that's my daughter-in-law. And the second daughter-in-law has a son. She's married 6 years. She doesn't have a kid. Multiple IVF failed. She's undergoing depression. I said, I'm not doing marketing. Right? We'll enroll both husband and wife in our program. Let's give a try. But I'm confident. Friends, today she's a mother of a son. What else can we give, right? What else can we can? Is there anything else big we could give? That is the power of what we had built, right? The theme of this UEF, what is it? Good?
The good economy movement.
Right? Someone can live without Apple. Someone can live without Tesla. Someone can live without Microsoft. But what we are giving is, someone needs it. Right? And the thing is, we are literally offering goodness to you, and it's not at a huge expense. People perceive it as costly. But the problem in Indian context, right, and most of us, right, the least priority we give to health. And the same of us, when doctor says you're going to die, that guy comes and says, take all my wealth, make me alive.
Fantastic. How many of you are AI enthusiasts here? How many of you are into technology? Can you put your hands up, please? Fantastic. Do we still have Mr. Suresh here? Mr. Suresh, one of my first friends in technology for over 30 years now. He's the president of a very big AI company. And we have a lot of AI enthusiasts, technology companies. So, Dr. Maluk, if you can very briefly touch upon the AI piece of what you do, and that will be really insightful for everyone.
So before I answer that question on AI, right, the power of what we had invented is the whole body digital twin, which is built through AI and the digital twin technology. But leave it aside. That's an invention by ourselves, and that's a great product that we had built. Please understand, friends, great product may not be a great business. Right? What is most important is the power of AI should be applied on everything. Everything in the sense, how do you do the operations? Right? Say, earlier, we used to use the CGM patch throughout the program. Today, we need not use patches throughout the program. I'm not wearing a patch, I don't have a diabetes, but my digital twin can predict my conditions. Right? Because these sensors are not what we use for the purpose of treating. This is to build a digital twin. Right? Similarly, we don't use dashboards today. We don't use dashboards today. We had gone to a level where we call it as a navigation platform. We literally understand how does the path of an individual is. Right? You need to get into a stage where it is AI in everything. Earlier, our product release was sprintly, which is 2 weeks, months. You will not believe, friends, today it is daily.
Wow.
It's daily. AI is just not the future. It is already late. It is already late. And if you're not there, you are lost. Right? And the power of what you need to do is you need to be really, really super fast in what you do, right? I don't know whether you heard in the morning, right? Today we have a problem in US. You know what was the problem? It's a problem of growth, not of the negative. Excess growth. Excess growth. Will any company say no? We are saying no to Walmart. They wanted to take twin through the network. We said no, we are not ready now. Right? A good problem to solve. We had gone to that stage because that is where we need to build the business. Right? So AI, if at all you want to optimize your COGS, it is AI. How can you reduce the price? How can you ensure that your partner earns 2x? Right? And as he is talking about AI, right, he asked this question, right? Do you know the business model with which we work? The business model is completely, we will say that we will deliver the outcome, you pay us after we deliver the outcome. It's revenue share. We'll help you to save, if you save 100 rupees, pay me $30. You take $70, you pay me $30. Right? Who will say no? It's again invention. How do you do it? Say, I can tell that I'm going to do this based on outcome, but I need to create an AI model to completely prove that to them. It's AI, it's in everything. That's the reality. It's just not the product what we had built.
Fantastic. Thank you for that. So, as entrepreneurs, we have our challenges in terms of go-to-market. We have challenges in, sorry about that. Can somebody pass me the mic? Okay, I think it's back. All right, okay, I think it's back. So as entrepreneurs, we have an idea which becomes an MVP, which becomes a product, and then the go-to-market, right? Go-to-market can be a different challenge in different geographies. Dr. Maluk, can you tell us what kind of challenges you're having in India? How are you trying to overcome? What are the takeaways for entrepreneurs in terms of go-to-market strategy?
First, let me tell you, team. Once you have an idea, don't keep saying that I'm going to develop a prototype, I'm going to test it, right? Don't be taking years to do it. Don't even take months to do it, right? We started the company on September 4th, 2018. Friends, believe me, the product was launched in India on November 14th. 45 days we launched the product, right? And every day we kept improving on the product, right? Only once you go to the market, you will start to understand the reality. You will know what is happening, and you cannot be waiting on it, right? And in India, we started, and being a health tech solution, your biggest enemy will be none other than the doctors, right? Because they will always look at you as, if you take Twin, there are a lot of companies who came to India to take data to drive the model. And Indian health tech companies, most of us were seen as a thief, right? We were seen as a data pulling company. You will not believe, one of the top chain hospital, CEO is a close friend of mine. I took my CTO to him to get it introduced to him. He was looking at me as negative. He thought that I'd come here to take data, right? That is the way we are perceived through, right? So, but we were very, very patient. We kept building it, and we were super aspiration. We thought it's a revolutionary product. People will come to us. No one came to us. We fought. We kept developing the product. But one great thing that we did is, team, India is the best place to build product. India is the best place to sustain the product for over a period of time. But if you want to see a business out of it, it is minimum 10 years. Minimum 10 years for you to break even. By that time, you need to really ensure that you prove yourself in a big way. Parallelly, you need to attack the developed countries. The real money is there. And there, they appreciate. But the real challenge, you know what happened? When we went to US, they pursued us as an Indian company. They pursued as an Indian company. Americans don't respect Indian data. They again see these guys goof up. They don't tell the truth. So that is the reason why you will not believe the randomized control trial which we did in India. Every piece of data that we collected, including the blood samples, we kept it frozen. Right? American Diabetic Association, the first paper, got accepted in the best journal. It went up to the press. They stopped it. Do you know who stopped it? One of high-profile doctor from India stopped it. Right? We fought. But literally we fought, and our data was so strong, the science was so strong. IIT Madras proved it. They validated it, DRDO validated it, and it was skyrocketing. But we were able to do fantastically well in US. In India, we struggled because India is a price-sensitive market. Health tech, people think twice, thrice, right? So we are asking ourselves, how can we really make it big? How can we make a difference, right? One fine day, I keep saying, right, innovation is into everything. I said, can we create a lighter version of Twin? Can we build a solution which can be offered at 1,000 rupees, less than 1,000 rupees. It's a volume game. And I said, I went to the insurance and said, I have a product with a lighter version which is a metabolic wellness solution. I'll give it at 499. Right? That is a game changer. That is a game changer. And I said, and typical wellness program in insurance industry work with poor utilization. Their utilization is less than 1 to 2%. I said, I will work towards ensuring 30% utilization. And I will deliver results. The reason why I want to increase the utilization is, my business is not wellness. I want to upsell the reversal program. But now, when people come to you and they start to know whom you are, what brand you are bought in. Today, Alhamdulillah, we had partnered with all insurance company. And the best part I'll tell you, if you really focus on quality with real sustainable outcomes without cutting corners, today we are partnered with one of the top brands. We are launching it in the first week of January. Wait for that, which is going to become a huge announcement.
So you got to wait for a huge announcement in the next 3-4 weeks. And you should be able to sign up for, a lot of people have had challenges with affordability for the reasons that he talked about. We are willing to throw money away when it is about some disease, but we are not willing to invest in our health in terms of wellness, right? We don't do things preemptively, but more like a post thing analysis. So, Dr. Maluk, you and your team are at the forefront of AI and healthcare and what is happening and emerging, especially in the US. And can you tell us, as the last closing thoughts, what is the future of healthcare because of AI and healthcare as the profession itself? I'm sure there are a lot of healthcare professionals also here. They'll be curious to know.
So we strongly see twin as the future of health. Future of healthcare is going to be twin. Trust me. We had gone to a level where our invention is so, when you have a doubt, what do? You Google it, am I right? That's the way we do, right? You have a doubt, you Google it, right? We had come to a stage when you have a doubt on your body, twin it. Right? When you have a doubt on your body, twin it, and it'll let you know what has to be done. Right? Trust me, team. We'll be the future of healthcare. And it's a matter of 7 to 10 years. We'll be the top 3 companies in the world.
Wow. Fantastic.
Right?
Fantastic.
It's not a sweeping statement or something. That's the kind of mindset we had built. But we had been very silent. We did not want to disclose anything. We want to take it in systematic approach. One of the systematic approaches, say we choose with whom we need to get married on the investments. Series E funding, we went with Mage Investments. Do you know why? Mage Investments CEO is the Nova investor. CEO of Nova. Who are Nova? The largest pharmaceutical company. Strategical alignment. The biggest threat for you is who? Your pharmaceutical industry. They see as a threat. Right? It's $1 trillion business. Now you say that you are going to eliminate medications. You say that, say, in US, we get onto the stage and say, we eliminate GLP-1. In India, they are promoting GLP-1. We said we are against GLP-1. Day before yesterday, Newsweek published a huge article with complete detailing about what we did. Right? Up to the level of talking about how cancer can be reversed. Detailed, how does digital twin can make a difference. Right? And that is the kind of work we had put in. Our data model is so powerful. Someone can copy, someone can do anything, but what we had built is far superior, and the digital twin that we had built is completely based on a clean data, not on a public data. That is the reason why we are confident someone cannot come and beat us.
On that note, ladies and gentlemen, can I request you all to put your phones down? Can you please think about questions that can be valuable for the other person? There are probably about 100 questions we can ask Dr. Maluk today, but can we get some questions that can be very useful for not just for yourself, right? He's Dr. Maluk, not a medical doctor, And so, sure, please ask if you have specific questions about your own health, but anything that can help everyone in this audience are the questions that I would like to welcome. And with this, I'll open the floor. Please pass on the mics. Let me hear your questions before I let Dr. Maluk decide if you, or maybe a couple of questions.
Thank you.
Another mic, please. Another mic to him.
Thank you, Dr. Malak Muhammad, sir.
One
Wonderful
second, please.
explanation.
A quick introduction, no statement, just questions, because we won't take as many questions and make it for everyone.
Dr.
Please,
Haji
your
Sheikh.
question, please. Your name and the question.
I am Dr. Haji Sheikh Muhammad, Dean of School in from
Yeah, speak up,
Crescent
please.
Institute of Science and Technology.
All right.
Actually, the problem with the women nowadays is after 40, 45, they are having a lot of leg pain. Every house, we are seriously this is an issue, particularly women. So your this health care will able to reverse that. Every family they are
Sorry,
suffering.
reverse what?
Health says women after 40 have knee pain, other
All
stuff,
right.
right? Can it be reversed,
want to-
right? So I'll
Thank
tell you, it's just not women. Even men has, after 40, all these problems. The problem is, we are all saying that 40 will have knee pain, other things. But the truth is, the saddest truth is, Allah's creation is so that women health has a huge impact because of multiple complexity. The hormonal change that happens in them
Yes.
is huge, right? Yes, twin can be golden for them to ensure their energy and their mood and their health is fantastically well. So all those symptoms will go off.
Thank you. Next question, please. Yes.
சார் தமிழில் பேசலாம்ல சார்
நல்லா
தமிழ்ல
பேசலாம்.
பேச நல்லா
நல்லா-
பேசலாம்.
நான் தமிழ்ல தான்.
One second. எந்த ஊர் நினைக்கிறீங்க நம்ம ஆளு? Can anybody guess? From Trichy.
சார் ஆக்சுவலி
Very
Kumbhakonam.
interesting. Dr. Jahangir also is from Trichy.
ஸ்மால் டவுன் அது கும்பகோணம் பக்கத்துல ஒரு வில்லேஜ் அம்மாப்பட்டினம் வில்லேஜ்ல இருந்தா ஜாங்கீர் போனார்.
சார்
How?
சார் என்னோட நேம் ஸ்டீஃபன், நான் ஜேஎஸ் ஏஜென்சிலேருந்து வரேன் சார். ஸோ எனக்கு வந்து ஆர்டிஸ்ட் சைல்டு இருக்காங்க. ஸோ இந்த ஆர்டிஸ்டிக்கு வந்து இன் ஃபியூச்சரில் நம்மளுடைய ட்வின் ஹெல்த்தில் ஏதாவது அப்டேட்ஸ் நீங்கள் கொண்டு வர போறீங்களா? இது எதனால் உருவாருன்ற ஐடியா ஏதாவது இருக்காங்களா சார்?
எங்கள்கிட்ட ஒரு 12 ஆட்டிசம் சைல்டு இருக்காங்க. ஆட்டிசம் சைல்டோட ப்ராப்ளம் என்னன்னா ட்வின்ல என்னன்னா தே ஹேவ் டு பி என்கேஜ் அண்ட் அடரண்ட். பேரண்ட் சப்போர்ட் இருந்தா கண்டிப்பா நிறைய சேஞ்சஸ் பார்க்கலாம். எவ்வளவு தூரத்துக்கு நாங்கள் ப்ரூவ் பண்ணிருக்கோம்னா ஆட்டோமேட்டிக் கண்டிஷன் வரைக்கும் ரிவர்சலுக்கு பார்க்குறோம். ஸோ பேரண்ட்ஸ் சப்போர்ட் பண்ணினாங்கன்னா தே வில் see சேஞ்ச். பட் ஐ டோன்ட் வாண்ட் டு டெல் தட் இட் கேன் ரிவர்ஸ். ஐ டோன்ட் நோ. Still I don't know. That's the truth.
Thank you. Thank you. Next question. Please introduce
Sultan.
yourself and your question.
This is a
please.
business session, but I think most questions will be from medical related things only.
You can
Do you
ask
have any
business.
solution for muscular dystrophy, DMD, BMD? atrophy?
Muscular dystrophy.
It's an autoimmune condition. Yes. Yes. We are. Say ultimately I'll tell you. The fundamental in human body is metabolism. And that's what we are solving.
Do you have any proven cases of muscular dystrophy?
Yes.
Is working on it?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Thank you.
I could
Next
give
question,
case studies
please.
of it.
How about, just hold on one second. The ladies in the room, do you have any questions, please?
Sir,
There, right
இல்ல
there.
நீங்க அப்புறம் போய் அப்புறம்
Can you
கேட்கலாம்.
please,
Yeah.
sir, Zarub bhai, if you don't mind.
Assalamu alaikum.
Islam.
This is Dr. Safia. I'm an Ayurvedic consultant. Did ever twin thought to integrate Ayurveda in your technology? Because it is basically, you are speaking about metabolism, right? Our root is Ayurveda. It always speaks about metabolism and
Thank you.
balancing.
Thank you for the question. Wonderful
I'll
question.
answer the question, right? We did in randomized control trial medication. The man said we are against medicine. The way we do it is we don't pull out the medicine on a single day, right? So people from Ayurveda do join, but what we saw is it is the natural process of healing which is completely precision. Precision nutrition, precision activity, precision sleep, which matters the most, and that's what we are trying to solve.
I just want to inform
Tha-
you one thing. Ayurveda doesn't mean it is only on medicine.
Doctor, sorry, not a time for statements.
We'll catch up. I'll detail.
We can do one to
I'll
one.
give, we have done an RCT on that.
Doctor, Zarub bhai there, please, go for it. Thank you.
So, Dr. Maluk,
Islam.
a general question. You were insisting a lot about AI. I ran a small enterprise. I ran a chain of bookstores. For an individual, okay, your complex big company talking, you incorporate AI in a larger level. For a small enterprise or for individual, how can I incorporate? The only AI I know is about ChatGPT or Gemini. Is there other things, or how do I get into AI?
See,
Is it complex?
you could say these solutions you could tailor make depending on your business requirement, and it could be translated. It can be a plugin, and you could make it happen. We could take offline. I'll help you to get it done. Yeah.
Thank you, Zaruk bhai. Next question. Yeah, your name
So-
and your question, please.
Yeah, my name is Jairam. I see everybody knows about the importance of health, but the biggest challenge we have is the consistency and discipline.
Your question, please. Thank you.
Consistency and discipline is the biggest challenge. So how Twin Health is addressing it?
So the success of what we are trying to solve here. So the biology and behavior of every human is unique, right? And biology and behavior coexist. And the success is for us to prove that we are able to do that. It's atomic action, and we are trying to literally bring in that. And you will not believe our engagement level is north of 70%.
Wow, that's fantastic. Just to give you an idea, when you take up online programs, online courses, right? The outcomes, the learning outcomes are less than 10% of the people who actually pay money to join online programs, only 10%, 70%. Big round of applause, gentlemen. Next question, sir.
Sir, I am Shamsuddin, Chartered Accountant. Of late, the people, particularly men above 40, 50 years of age, 90% of them are complaining about prostate enlargement.
Sure.
And maybe 30% are malignant and 70% are benign. Do you have any reason? Most of them, they say that doctors say that you must go for surgery. Is there any way you can correct it without
question.
surgery?
Great question.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So I strongly believe again it's a dysfunctional metabolism, hormonal impact which is trying to do this. We had not yet heard about any outcome so far, but I'm confident again because as we are touching on the fundamentals of the metabolism, it can solve this. I'm a strong science which talks about.
Any ladies have any other question?
We are huge on women's health, right? PCOS, we had proved that it is reverse.
I see
We have
some-
publication on it.
I see somebody standing, but it's not a lady. Thank you. Any ladies who want to ask question? All right, over to him. Please go ahead and ask question.
Myself, Syed Alim, I'm a physiotherapist. My question is, can Twin Health work on stroke, cerebral palsy, where the brain is not functioning, a part of a brain is not functioning? Can Twin Health help on that?
So I'll tell you, we are the only company in the world who had proved that the macro and microvascular complication be reversed. Right? Retinopathy, neuropathy, nephropathy, and cardiac. And American Heart Association outled us twice. Once for the 94% reversal, second for sustaining over 3 years. Right? Yes, it answers the question. Right?
Thank
It
you.
reverses the complication.
Thank you.
Fantastic. Mukhtar, where are you? All right. Okay, how much more time do you have? 5 minutes? 3 minutes? 5? Okay. We are almost at the end. We will take one last question, especially if you have a lady, but one last question. Does anybody have a question? Ladies and gentlemen, can I request you to stand up? Does he deserve a standing ovation? Our own Dr. Maluk Mohammed.
Thank you. I'm honored. Thank you. I'm humbled. Thank you. Thanks for the opportunity. I owe everything to the UVF. UVF made this happen. Allah has been kind enough, and we had got the wisdom to do it. We are doing the best, and hope we'll continue to do what we are doing in a very big way. And our aspiration is to reach at least 1 million patients in the next 3 years. Inshallah.
Thank you, Dr. Maluk. Thank you. Take a picture. Love, picture, please. Zero gravity. Can you please come up to the front? Take a picture. Important moment. Because I'm here. Zero gravity.
Sai sir, come.
Sajid bhai, Sadak bhai, please come. Director. Naveed bhai is here, the co-convener of this summit. Umar Mukhtar, please
Come.
join us. Sister Batul, please join. The reason why twin is $2.3 billion is because of Sister Batul, his best half.
Undoubtedly.
So, can you get all of us zero gravity? All right. Sadiq bhai, go closer, right? Yeah, sure. All right. Cheese. Thank you. Thank you. Dr. Bullock, thank you so much. Sister Batul, thank you so much.
Thanks. Bye.
Good session.